Well then, I've had yet another episode with the audio refusing to work. In games, of course, everywhere else it worked, but I seem to have fixed it. So, I don't know about voicing any of the cinematics in this one because there's a chance that all of them are set to advance at ludicrous speeds. Just like The Lonely Night Star, point A, and point B, if there's gonna be any transgender content, I will not voice it either. That's just my choice. Alright, if you don't like it, that's your thing, but my thing is not doing any of that. Oh boy, if I ever get more viewers, if I ever get quote-unquote famous, well, someone will probably try to point at this and say, he's racist, oh, he's discriminating. Whatever, this doesn't belong into a video, sorry. Anyway, I'll start with the gameplays, and I'll retrospectively probably fill in the cinematics, etc. And probably without any voice acting. So, displaying one's talent of Crimson Tides. There's also, I think it's a sequel to this sequel, which is a sequel to The Lonely Night Star, because this released earlier than The Evil Resurgent. So, displaying one's talent. Dalaran has decided to conduct He Xiaoshu, I don't know how it's read. So, someone's graduation assessment earlier than normal due to her innate magical ability. Her instructor, Ava's Sunreaver, has brought her to a human village. Chapter 1. Displaying one's talent for the first time. Ooh, fancy cinematic borders. He Xiaoshu, you have mastered magic faster than any other magician I have seen. What? See, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, so anyway, if you want to read anything which appears on screen, you'll probably have to pause. Your assessment is located village and final light lost contact with us. My words will keep you safe on the way. Now go, I wish you good luck. That's the rate at which I would have to read to be able to read it in time. Like, fast enough.
You feel like you're not in charge of your own destiny, like you're being controlled by an invisible hand?
Is that a regular quote? I mean, regular response? Holy shit, this is gonna get bad.
Anytime. Why not? Yes. I can't find anywhere to get my nails done. Why not?
I think this is...
Sure.
These are sorceress voice lines. Some of them are the annoyed voice lines, which you hear only if you click the sorceress multiple times, and...
I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
And they're randomly spread throughout either clicking or just ordering her to move or...
Yes. Why not?
Hello, Blood Elf Mage. An old chieftain stole my bag. Could you get it back for me? Okay.
Sure. Retreat! I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
This is like really weird. Retreat? Why does she say retreat? It's like you right click something and she calls everyone to go back. Why is there Zergling, by the way?
Sure.
Hello.
I'm out of mana. Congratulations.
I'm out of mana. That's not something that the sorcerers would say, is it?
Yes.
I'm kind of
I can't find anywhere to get my
confused. Well, anyway. Elemental protection. Really? Gives to hero nearby friendly units within 300 units AoE or in 300 units protection of the elements, making them invulnerable for 10 seconds. What the fuck?
Sure.
At least the units seem to be balanced.
Now feel my wrath.
This is gonna get so imbalanced with levels. Oh! The duration stays the same, but the AoE increases and the cooldown decreases. That's balanced, except the protection is too long. Although I don't know the design of the further, of missions later down the line, perhaps it will be a must but making anyone and not anything, probably only anyone. So making any units near the hero invulnerable for 10 seconds.
Yes. Sure.
That's
Yes. I can't
considering
find
the mana
anywhere
pool
to get my nails done.
and the mana cost of this thing.
Why not? Sure.
So Frost Nova
Why not?
increases the health regen.
Attack over here.
This is overpowered. This is okay, and this is underwhelming. I guess that's the balance of it.
I can't find anywhere to get my
Many
nails done.
scrolls.
Yes. Sure. Aid my attack.
Elemental Pulse.
My aid required.
Feel like you're not in charge.
The hero uses the power of elemental elements, not elementals. So shit, I could. I was busy reading. Whatever.
Yes, my friend.
Fuck off. Why wasn't the priest attacking, by the way? Oh well. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. I could, you know, act in a way to not lose the footman.
Is my aid required?
Congratulations. Sure. Yes.
8 enemy units or buildings.
Why not?
I wonder what does it prioritize? Probably units, yes? So if I'll ever want to use it against buildings, I can probably guarantee only the first hit on a building, and all the subsequent will target units. So I need to lure the units away, or...
I can't
There is
find
already a
anywhere to
combo
get
which
my
could
nails
probably
done.
work. But it would need many units, and the third level of this ability, or at
Sure.
least the second.
Yes.
Because if you attack
Sure.
something with something that's invulnerable,
I can't
for
find
example, if
anywhere to
with
get
an
my
invulnerable
nails done.
paladin, you attack a unit, it's likely to try and go away,
I can't find anywhere to
and
get my
not
nails
stay in
done.
the same spot. So you could
Sure.
try and apply invulnerability, try to spread units, or you know, like move them away from the point you're trying to attack, and then use this to do damage to buildings. But that's like overly complicated. Why not just attack the units in the first place?
Yes. Sure.
But regardless, 8 times 3 and 2,400 damage. That's pretty good considering I think it'll have like 300 mana cost or something. Oh. Oh, plot twist. Trolls.
Yes. I'm out of mana.
Alright, created a created a control group, so
My attack.
let's try and get through this.
Congratulations. I'm
Okay,
out of
at least the
mana.
at least the experience gain
Sure.
seems to be.
Yes. I can't find anywhere to get my nails done. Why not?
Why?
Yes, my friend.
It sounds like
Of course.
it kind of sounds the voice acting of
Feel
the
like you're not in charge
of
your
the
own
mage
destiny.
sounds
You're
kind
being
of like if I
controlled
should
by
recognize it from somewhere, but
I can't find
I'm not sure from
anywhere to
where.
get my nails done.
I don't think
Why not?
maybe
Yes.
maybe someone could, but I don't think this was voice acted by a person of Asian origin.
Yes. Why
Sounds
not?
more like English
I can't
American to
find
me.
Anywhere to get my nails done.
You know, English dash American. Because there could be also English dash British, English dash Australian, English dash. Would you say Scottish? Irish? I think Irish is. Alright. There we go.
Yes.
Many
I can't
questions are in my
find
head,
anywhere
and
to
none
get
were
my
answered
nails
so
done.
far.
Why not? I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
It's...
Attack over here.
I mean, it's... I find it strange that, despite
Aid my attack.
the voice line of I can't find anywhere to get my nails done, which would probably not
Why
fit
not?
into many campaigns, in here I find it not all that weird, because You know, it's a
Sure.
mage, and mages, I wouldn't say tend to like not shiny things, but like luxury. What did I say?
Yes.
Anyway, I think
Why
that
not?
the voice lines, although I find them strange, they're not all that strange in here in the context of a mage using them. It's like if Archer was saying these things, they would be pretty weird. But if it's a mage,
Anytime. I'm out of mana.
one which is also really good at whatever
I can't find
she's
anywhere to
studying
get my nails done.
and got a degree in magics or whatever you would call it, I don't find it all that weird.
Attack over
Although
here.
I'd still replace them if it was me who would be creating this, but it's not, so whatever. Oh, wait, hold up.
Sure.
So her mother created Dalaran? Or, okay, found it?
I can't
Is she
find
dead or
anywhere to
alive?
get my nails done.
Based on this text, it could either mean that she gave her the staff in the past, which is the likely thing, but there's also the other way to understand this, that she died.
Yes.
Hello. I know I have defend.
My aid required.
I do.
Congratulations.
But do you know at what speed a purged swordsman, which is also defending, moves? I can tell you it's probably not all that fast. And they're not gonna die, unlike with the kobolds.
Sure. Yes.
And the music stopped playing. Oh well. I'll just send her over there. No, music started playing again, okay.
I'm out of mana.
I'm just saying it out loud
Anytime.
because I remember yesterday that
Why not?
I was having some issues with music in the last missions of the Harvest campaign.
Why not?
Main
Yes.
quest. So this was a main quest. Okay, so I'll just fetch the bag.
Sure.
Why
I
not?
can't find
It's a shame I
anywhere to
lost
get
the
my nails
swordsman,
done.
but I was lost
Why
in
not?
the ability in its uses.
I can't find
Trying to come up
anywhere
with
to get
something
my nails
reasonable.
done.
You know, another thing
Sure.
is you can use it with suicidal units like the goblin sappers to get a pretty good
Yes.
outcome. But
Sure.
but oh
I
hello.
can't find anywhere to
Oh
get my
oh
nails
oh.
done. Yes.
Let's test this.
Sure.
That was a pretty
Yes.
big AoE.
I'm out of mana.
You're not.
Why not?
It does also slow.
Anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I can't find anywhere to get my nails done. Why not?
There we go. Tome of Strength +2. That's nice.
Aid my attack. I can't find anywhere to get
What
my
is she
nails
saying? 8
done.
my
I'm out of
attack?
mana.
8?
Sure. Anytime. Attack over here.
Okay.
Retreat.
No.
Aid my attack.
Oh, aid. Sorry. I
Why not? I'm
probably
out of
it's
mana.
not gonna sound like that on the recording, but the audio of unit responses and sound effects and the music is
I
not
can't
the
find
same, but
anywhere to get my
really
nails
close
done.
at times. You know, when there's when the song is, if there's
Why
a,
not?
I wouldn't call it orchestral, but a loud
Sure.
portion of the song playing like this.
Yes.
Yes, this exactly. Thank you, game.
Why not?
Then I have difficulties like understanding quotes like the one with the aid my attack.
Right.
Alrighty. It is covered in dirt.
Yes.
I
Sure.
wonder it probably doesn't have many items
Yes.
of what were in it
Why not?
before.
I
you know,
can't find
when the
anywhere to
Gnoll
get
stole
my
it.
nails done.
But oh well.
Yes.
Huh.
Why not?
Sure.
Anytime.
I'm stacking
Sure.
stats. If I'll be getting tomes at this rate, then
Congratulations.
by the mission 7, I think there's what?
I'm
I think
out
there's
of
like 12
mana.
playable missions and 8 unplayable, like interludes, cinematics, and whatever. I imagine I'll have a lot of basic attack damage,
Anytime.
armor, and etc.
I'm out of mana.
That said, if I find any attack items, and if I don't get a better hero to stack them on, I might
Sure.
just well... I mean, I might as well put all of the attack items on the mage.
I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
The
Yes.
nails quote.
I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
I know it's not all that weird, but to me it seems weird. Even though I already said, or explained, why I get that someone
Why
would
not?
find it not weird. You know what?
I am your servant.
That's better.
Right away. As you wish. Right away. I am your servant. Of course.
Alright, let's save.
Right away.
I don't know if I saved before or after the footman died, but it doesn't matter pretty much.
I am your servant.
Hello.
Of course. Now feel my wrath.
I can't find
But it's
anywhere to get my nails
QWER.
done.
That's great.
Why not? I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
Nah.
I am your servant.
Also, this is a pretty tame start,
Right away.
considering, you know, what start there was in The Lonely Night Star. I guess this is supposed to be more on the RPG side. Like, if I don't get a base in the following 2 to 3 missions, but I think I will get a base starting in this mission,
Right away.
then I
I am
imagine
your servant.
this is like the RPG one,
Of course.
and
I am your
The Lonely
servant.
Night Star was the strategy
away.
one.
As you wish. Of course.
You know, based on the first missions, that is.
Right away. As you
Come
wish.
on,
I am your servant.
just walk. Forehead.
Be gone,
Forehead is an
spawn of
emote, by the
darkness.
way. She does do
Congratulations.
not all that much, but
Does it feel like you're not in charge of your
she attacks pretty fast.
You're being
And if I just
controlled.
give her extra damage, you know, that's what I'm talking about.
Sure. Yes.
Could be good.
Why not?
Right away. I am your servant.
Alright. Are there any Invisnals?
Now feel
Maybe.
my wrath.
Congratulations. Anytime. Retreat.
Also, why is she saying congratulations? I don't get that.
My attack. Retreat.
I mean, also it feels kind of that the voice lines she has are taken from somewhere like World of Warcraft. But would a NPC in World of Warcraft say, "I don't have mana. Sure, I can't find anyone to get my nails done"? That's what I'm thinking about this whole time. It's like I can't wrap my head around where are the voice lines from.
Why not?
So I just hope I get another hero which will be put before this one, and that it'll have quotes which I won't find
I
as
can't
weird.
find anywhere to get my nails done. Sure. I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
Ah, the nails. Ah. But I mean, okay, fine, whatever. I'll just click over to the footman or any other unit. Hopefully, I'll have,
As you wish.
you know, at least one other unit available at all times. Might as well go back and heal up. Although it's not like, yeah, whatever. Let's just heal up.
I am your servant. Of course. I am your servant.
Why do I gain gold? I imagine it's probably gonna be like a starter point for my base management. But that means if trolls are over here, I'll need to make a detour through the gate and to get to an elven base, which might be over here. I think what is likely is, although the trolls were over here, I think it's likely that, well, I don't know. Like, there's two scenarios. One where the trolls are
As you wish.
on the top left corner, and the other where they're in the top right corner. I think both scenarios
your
are
servant.
about as equal, so...
Right away.
And
Why not?
kaboom. There we go.
Yes.
That was a good hit. Pretty low cooldown, by the way.
I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
I just can't. The nail squad is killing me.
Congratulations.
Level 3
Out of
already.
Why not?
Well, it's mission 1, and there's many more missions left. I wonder how will levels be handled. That said...
Anytime. I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
I
I'm
can.
out of
Like,
mana.
it's...
Be gone, spawn of darkness.
like... I'm just saying I would put in something shorter and something simpler. Because... like... a mage which every 3 to 4 seconds talks about how she can't find anywhere to get her nails done. There's the Blood Elves. Okay. Oh, it's not even a base, it's just a bunch of units. Okay. Maybe after all. I mean, maybe I'll get to... They destroyed a human villager, everyone. 1 villager. But I know. I already complained. Well, I pointed out the grammar and the wording and the sentence structure in the original. In what do you call it? I mean, what was it called? The Lonely Night Star, right?
I am your servant.
So based on this, I did not consider that this would be an option, because it's been so long since I last gained only units of a base and not the base. So...
Anytime.
Blood elves
Do you
that
ever feel
means...
like you're not in charge of your own destiny? Like
What?
you're being controlled by an invisible hand?
What ails you?
No.
Is someone injured?
Kick down spot.
Alright, control group 2.
Congratulations.
I thirst
Yes,
for
my
magic.
Do you ever
Control
feel
group.
like you're
Very
not in
clever.
charge
Do
of
you
your own
require
destiny?
aid,
Like
human?
you're being controlled by an invisible hand?
I mean, this gets...
This better be good.
Congratulations.
It's like if I click her, she's gonna be talking for 3 more seconds after I click her off.
Anytime. I'm out of mana.
Are you?
Do you ever feel like you're not in charge of your own destiny? Like you're being controlled by an invisible hand?
Like, question mark. Why put such a long quote over here?
Yes.
But anyway, I actually wonder what are her annoyed responses, if those are her regular ones. Oh boy, I hope everyone has their popcorn.
I'm out of
This is
mana.
probably gonna be a few minutes of talk.
Anytime. I'm out of mana. Aid my attack. No problem. I can't wait till this quest is done and I can look for another Garibaldi artifact.
Garibaldi, hold up.
Stay here. You got me
Garibaldi
all
artifact.
aflutter. My turn-offs are rude people, mean people, and people who aren't nice.
Garibaldi artifact. Hold up, I'm googling that. What is... Okay. What is this? Jokes. World of Warcraft wiki. I can't wait. Okay. New allied races, silly jokes and flirts. Void Elf, Nightborn, Lightforged, and Tauren. Hold up. Garibaldi... Okay. Human female. Human female from World of Warcraft. A reference to the TV show Alias, in which Sidney Bristow was often sent around the world to search for the artifacts of Milo Rambaldi, and most likely a reference to Michael Garibaldi on the TV show Babylon 5. I know none of these names or shows, but now I at least know that it truly is from World of Warcraft. Okay. Well, and now you do know as well.
You're not in charge of your own
Help
destiny.
you.
Like you're being controlled by an invisible hand.
Right away. As you wish. Right away.
Ha!
Down spot.
I'm out of mana.
Oh boy. This is gonna hurt.
Feel like you're not in charge of your own destiny. Like you're being controlled by an invisible
Help me. Help
Troll
you.
Priest, they have pretty high stats. And it casts Bloodlust. Monkas.
I'm out of mana. Sure.
Poop.
Yes, of course.
Wait, no, it's not.
Right away.
It's not the priest. It seems like some of the units have innate. You know, innate.
As you wish. I am
Innate
your
bloodlust.
Anytime.
Will it be Haksha?
I'm out of mana. Anytime.
Okay. Or maybe they just gain bloodlust when they get below a certain health. If they get below a certain health threshold. That's also a likely option.
It's about
I'm
time.
out of mana.
Right away. As you
Oof,
wish.
right away. That's a much better
Of
quote.
course. Right away. As you wish.
Okay.
Of course.
So,
Help me, help you,
invisibility.
if you
What,
insist.
what would I want it for?
Why not?
I mean, okay. But
Yes. Anytime.
barracks.
Why not?
Zoljan.
Out of mana.
What's he have? Allows him to use Berserk. That's pretty
I'm
strong.
out of mana. I can't find anywhere to get my nails done. Sure.
I mean, I think I've explored pretty much all of the map. I haven't missed out on anything, so maybe it looks like
Why
there's
not?
something over here that. Other than that,
I
yeah,
can't
screw that
find
bit.
Anywhere to get my nails
Hello.
done. Sure.
Do you require
Do you
aid?
ever feel like you're not in charge of your own destiny? You're being controlled by a real man.
You know, speaking about World of Warcraft, I think that
As you wish.
it doesn't belong in here, but I want to talk about it anyway. I mean, it's my video, so whatever I decide belongs into it, but I think that videos about the game should have content about the game and not out of the game talk, but I usually add it in anyway. What I wanted to say was, I think that, you know, the current state that World of Warcraft is in, the dumpster fire that's community management at Blizzard, and that players don't like Battle for Azeroth and haven't liked like the previous two expansions as well, if I'm not mistaken, although they liked Legion, right, is they've been always working with just, you know, they've been, there's a strange, World of Warcraft is in a strange state,
This better be
and that is because the developers of it want, you know, they don't, to me they seem to not know what they want to actually do, because you look at what World of Warcraft has become, and it's trying to get so far away from Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos and Frozen Throne, that it, over the course of time, killed off any references to it, except Jaina, but they reformed Jaina in so many ways, if I'm not mistaken. But on the same side, on the flip side, they still are playing with the basic with the basic concept that it's Alliance and Horde. And they keep on adding races to one or the other. There's not like a third force, which they could have created, but they instead chose to give them to Alliance or Horde. Now it's like, you had some races I get. Worgen, they were held by Night Elves. Sure, they go to Alliance. Fine. Goblins, they had some problems. They were held by Horde. Okay. But then the monks, they don't have a reason to join either. If I'm not mistaken, they do get held by both, but they could also say, fuck you, we're on our own. Because to uphold balance, neither side must gain the upper hand.
help me,
Or
help
they
you.
could have also added races which, you know, wouldn't be interested in joining either.
Anytime.
They could have added,
Do you
I'm
it,
require
out
it
of
might
mana.
sound ridiculous, but
I can't find anywhere to get my
there we go. If they added something like Ogre Race, or I'm gonna lose that footman. Whoa, I'm not.
Congratulations.
I haven't lost anyone in that fight. Great.
Do you require
You're being controlled.
If they added like Knoll Race, or
Congratulations.
what, you know, it's like they have options, but
help me?
they want to move away from Warcraft 3 and its lore, but at the same time they don't.
Sure.
It's like, why?
Why not? Yes. Sure.
Anyway,
I'm out of
This
mana.
better be
I just wanted to talk about that. But I think that's only because... Well, not only because, but... I think that's mostly because of Activision Blizzard.
I'm out of mana.
I mean, the Activision side of Blizzard probably putting pressure on the dev team, or at least a reasonable part of the developer team, to invent game modes, etc., which could be, I wouldn't say monetized, but which could be grindy, and to then come up with solutions to speeding up the grind.
Your servant.
Congratulations.
You know, like,
Help me.
at first it were the tokens, which, although they are such an example, I think I don't play World of Warcraft, so I don't know the fullest extent of these tokens, but in my opinion, you know, if someone plays the game enough, they don't have to pay for it. Okay,
Congratulations.
but... Oh, right, here's a better example. The in-game mounts, which is the most recent... the most recent piece of evidence in that assumption. It's like, reskins of mounts are put into the game as rewards, but actually good-looking mounts are put into the shop and paywall. No, it's pretty much... And it's not just World of Warcraft. If you look at Hearthstone, the hero skins, which used to be available for separate purchase, except for the charity promotion for Khadgar, and then their Fireside Gathering, Nemzi? Is it? I think it's Nemzi. You know,
Congratulations.
they started putting hero skins behind paywalls. It's like you only get Mecha Jiraxes if you pre-order for what was it, 70 euros? You only get Rusticon if you pre-order for 50 euros. It's like you cannot buy these separately. And I was thinking, oh, that's a massive stretch. I never was, but I was thinking like Mecha Jiraxes looks good. Although I don't play, you know, Warlock that much, so I looked into the price and I found out you can't buy it separately, and that turned me off. Because now I know that whoever has the Mecha Jiraxes, you know, pre-ordered for 70 euros or so. So, just to make sure, am I supposed to destroy it? I am. Okay. Woohoo!
Do you
Congratulations.
require aid?
I'm out of mana.
It's pretty good. You know, it's really good considering you can...
Anytime.
She's always going to be in the backline, and if you cast it, it's going to make the casters and archers invulnerable, and shift the focus to the front line. It's much better than I thought it was. It's ridiculously good. So that said, as said, based on the speed of the cinematics in this one, I'll upload all the interludes without any voiceover, and if you want to, you know, read through what the characters have to say, I suggest you pause the video whenever a new sentence appears. Anyway, I mean, gameplay-wise, this was Blizzard-like. This was like something you could find in Reign of Chaos, similar to Prologue. We'll have to wait and see if it picks up and how it turns out later, like 4 or 5 missions down the line. And if I get other heroes, which I hope I will. Because hearing about getting nails done is, like, it's pissing me off. But anyway, I can get over it. It's just, why choose such a long quote along with the, do you ever feel like you're being controlled by an invisible? That's also very long. So, anyway, that's it. I'll see you in the next one, unless audio fucks me over again. You know, the Windows sound in games.